In late October last year, the Kurdish city of Sanandaj in western Iran was one of the epicenters of protests against the regime.
We have lionesses and lions, girls and boys, who stayed up all night protesting in alleys, avenues and streets. We have lionesses and lions.
Ashkan ends up in an intensive care unit in a hospital.
Nearly hundreds of times I was beaten up with baton in my head and body. I felt
We're also worried his death in custody may spark another mass protest again in Iranian Kurdistan.
I was released on a heavy bail for 20 days to go to a hospital, treat my wounds, and then surrender myself to the prison officials.
But instead of going to a hospital, Ashkan escaped Iran. Ashkan escaped Iran. The prosecutor accused Ashkan of muharaba, which means waging a war against the God. A karaba, which means waging a war against the God. A crime punishable by hanging in Iran.
So good morning. Yes, protester or actor? That's my question today. After watching this video, please watch the full video on for yourself. I was watching this on Saturday and just had to share with you maybe a few things that I noticed. You know, because we all notice some things and we don't always have time to share them, but that's what I'm doing here, is always sharing what I find. But we all know that we can't trust the media, right? I can't say that enough. You guys know that already on this channel, how much I love the media. But yeah, is this guy a protester or an actor? That's my question. I don't know. But let's see if there's any signs, and I've already shared a few of them and you saw them in the clips, but let's take a peek at a few of the things I noticed. First, his hand. No, there was no hand sign right there, but the ring. Interesting. Could it possibly be, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on this, but it sure does look like, you know, a rotary ring. Now, if my computer will go forward, I'll show you. Yeah, that's what I think it might look like. But hey, I can't be 100% sure. Please share your thoughts. I could only zoom and show it a certain amount of times. Now, I did notice this. I don't know what it is, but they wanted us to see that in that clip. Interesting. Just pointing it out. But anyway, a few other things that I noticed. All right, it's not news at night, right? The N and the N interlinked, the blue and the pink. Just incredible. They love putting those two together, right? His initials, AM, is the same as his last name, Moravati. Okay. But Ashkan, you know, that one name kind of stood out to me, and I thought, let's see if I can find the meaning of the word. And what comes up, instead of the meaning, I find this name popping up. Pharaoh Akhenaten. Oh, I said that all wrong. Akhenaten. Well, if you don't know who he is, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole, but just to share that his son, Tutankhamun, I think we all know who that is. And I just thought that was interesting that popped up. But anyway, he says lionesses and lions were out there protesting. Well, as you can see, I went to go look, and yes, there are Lions Club groups there, even in Iran. You know, these groups are all over the place. I don't know how much to say this to you guys. They have their groups. There's so many clubs: Rotaract, Interact, Rotaries, Lions, Elks, Kiwanis, like we just looked over. They're everywhere around the world. I can't say it enough, and how much they help each other open the doors for opportunities for you to move up. So was this a ritual, or was this truly a protest? That's my question. I mean, I see this butterfly on his neck, and that represents MK Ultra. That had me questioning a lot of things, because we have seen all the celebrities with the butterfly symbol, right? So I don't need to go over that with you guys. But then he has the hand signs. Right, I know you guys noticed that too. It's Hakini Mudra. You know, it's another way of doing yoga, perhaps. It's a way to get energy. Please don't do that. Don't do yoga. Don't do any of it. These elites are always doing it. You guys have seen Merkel do it the most. Somebody had all these pictures. I just had to put them there because, wow, I don't know anyone who's done it the most. But anyway, there's a few other pictures just to show you that, yes, they love using that hand sign. And when he was showing his horrific injuries, oh my goodness, what he had to go through. And they are pulling at your heartstrings. You do realize that, right? Absolutely. There's the yoga sign. You know, there is the typical sign that you see in yoga. I don't need to go over what it means and what it represents. I just wanted to show you that. Plus then something that I noticed right here. Is it the rotary sign again? The wheel? You know, I don't know. It sure looks like it. Maybe as I'm taking pictures and looking at this some more, maybe we'll see it again. But we've seen it in Arrested Development, the wheel, right? In Modern Family, there you have the wheel. In all these shows, they love sharing the wheel, right? I just wanted to point that out. But he also had the yin yang. Now, the yin yang has its own meaning, you know. It's the black, the white, the checkered floors that the Freemason love using. It's all of that and more. It represents the as above, so below that we know of, that we looked at so many times. But then if you watch the video, he's all in red, and then there's blue on the side. They love working with colors. Is this a coincidence? To me, nothing that happens on TV is a coincidence. And then he waged war against the god. Now, I took the quote from the Moharebe, how they said it, but when he said it, he said the god. That's right, because there is only one God. Just like we know the name of Jesus is above all names, right? He is above all this that is going on, right? So, but he said the God. Yeah, they all think they're little gods and gods. No, they'll never be any type of God, let me tell you. But then he has his hands chained in shackles, you know, perchance, you know. But all I can say again is Jesus breaks every chain. His name is above all name. His name can break the chains that are over each and every one of us. Then he, again, more mudra, like really. And then it kept going. He has the mudra going all around him. And then he's showing his other tattoos and injuries. You know, it's horrific what he went through, if these are real. And I'm not saying that he didn't have injuries. That's not my question. The question is, who is he? And is he a club member? And, well, my opinion is yes. Yes, he is. When you look at his signs, to me it looks like he's in the club. But of course, yes, people take on tattoos and they're unaware of the meanings, of the true meanings. And that's a sad thing about this world. But could they make this? Could the artist put this kind of injury on this man? Oh, it reminds me of Jimmy Fallon I was just watching the other day. Now I take it back, it was Hot Ones. We were watching Jenna Ortega. Listen to what she said here.
Something like that takes about 4 hours to put on. They might add like some glycerin or water, and then you're pretty much good to go. But that will not move. You're good. As long as you don't do something crazy, you're all right.
So there you go. They can create this very, very easily. It takes hours, but it's good to go. You're good to go with that. Like, just look at her face. So could they make this up? Yeah, they could. I'm just saying. But then again, we see more mudra. Yeah, more and more mudra. And then they show this, and it reminded me of the checkered floor, right? Right? I'm just going to show you what my thoughts were. Even the men are kind of in a triangular position right there. Interesting. What the tattoos and whether you can make out what that ring was, I don't know. If you know what it means, share your thoughts. You know, the watch kind of looks like a cube again. I have to laugh. Look, I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't trust the media or anything that I just saw right there, because we know they can make it all up. They're untrustworthy at this point of everything that I've looked at, and I never thought in a million years that I would be saying this kind of stuff. Honestly. Yeah, 5 companies now own all of media because Viacom and CBS joined together just in the past couple years. So they're creating it all. Do not trust anything. Always test whether you know someone in another country. That's why it's good to have people in other countries, like even me here, to show you or tell you whether it's truly happening. Because these organizations, they're all around the world. That's all I can say. Boy. All right, I have one more if I can get to it, but this has already given me a headache today, having all this complications with this computer. But anyway, God bless you guys. Take care. Let's see what happens. Have a great day. Till next time.